ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon here in Calgary, Alberta. And I'm sure it's a wonderful evening in Europe West, which is where I'm casting. The game is in Europe, casting from. This is the West Euro game, hosted by Game for Glory and casted by myself, the judge. And we're actually in picks and bans already, so I'll go ahead and turn that on so that you can see that. Looks like blue team's going to go ahead and ban out Cassidy. We saw that banned out last game. Cassidy, the anti-caster, as it were. So that's a decent ban for the blue team, and purple team's going to come back with the Ahri ban. We've seen some of these players play Ahri. Someone play Ahri before. I remember it from last week. And it's probably not a bad thing for them to ban out Ahri, as when people get good with Ahri, it can cause trouble. There's the Zed ban coming out. We saw Zed played earlier today as well. And looks like blue team does not want to play against Zed this afternoon/evening. Purple team thinking about their next ban, trying to decide what they want to do, who they want to ban out. Looks like a Fizz ban. We saw that banned earlier today as well, and it's going to get rebanned. So a couple popular champs for the mid lane getting banned out. Actually, all mid champs really so far is what has been banned. The mid champions not wanting to deal with them. These guys. Blue team thinking, deciding, talking it over. They're going to ban Hecarim. Hecarim, very strong jungle. He can get those ganks really, really well, as long as the person playing Hecarim knows exactly what they're doing. So it's probably not a bad thing for them to ban him out. And final ban for the purple team is going to be we've got 5 seconds to decide. And they're going to ban out that Thresh. Thresh seems to be a very popular ban. Any support who can play Thresh usually plays them very well. And when you can land those chains and the lanterns, it's trouble. It's trouble. First pick for blue team looks like they're going to pick up Zyra. Zyra seems to be very popular in these European games. A lot of people like to play Zyra. And she's a good support. What can I say? She's more aggressive support. She's got those they're almost like free wards, kind of. They don't last quite as long, and those seed pods, if you step on them, it reveals, it gives vision. So she's a pretty decent support. And although we could see that Zyra in the middle, I suppose Zyra was released as more of a middle champion, but a lot of people seem to have taken to her as a support, so we might see Zyra in the middle mix it up a bit. And purple team looks like they're going to pick up G4. G4 usually seeing bans in these games, but not this time around. And looks like they're going to capitalize on that. It's not really a mistake, but they're going to capitalize on the fact that G4 was not banned. And never mind, they're not going to. They're going to switch over to that Nasus pick. Nasus, we have seen some Nasus play, and he's not too bad. And then that's Tecate. I think that's how that's pronounced. If I'm wrong, just let me know. That's Tecate picking up Nasus and the God Realm on Corki. Corki, we saw last game, fairly strong ADC. You got to be careful against it. And then back to blue team, Panikos on Zyra. I will be saying people's names at least in the champ select because they're easy to see. And then since purple team didn't want him, Lysavio is going to go ahead and pick up that J4 as he was not banned and the other team didn't want him. So they're going to go ahead and pick that up. And then Serensky's going to pick up that Rise. Probably see that solo top Rise, maybe middle Rise, but Rise has really become more of a solo top champ. And now the Thrashman L. He's thinking about that Vlad. Vlad, very strong solo top. Can also be midded. And yet another noob thinking about Ahri, thinking about picking up that support. But the Thrashman's thinking maybe I'll go Cassiopeia instead. Maybe pick up that mid-Cass. Think about it. What are we going to do? Maybe we'll see another AP bottom, as we saw a couple weeks ago, I think is what it was. And they are going to lock in that Cassiopeia, and yet another noob is going to lock in that, it looks like they're going to pick in that Nami, good support, sitting in the bushes throwing stuns. We might just see a good combo here from that. Actually, that's the same combo we saw last game with Nami Corki. It's not too bad if that Nami lands her stuns and Corki just starts laying a beating on the other ADC. And now final 2 picks for the blue team. Sansej picking up that Vayne. It looks like probably an ADC Vayne then, as they already have a couple other options for solo top and no real ADC. And then Jinoki on that Janna. So it looks like we might see a mid Zyra or maybe mid Janna. Who knows? Maybe they'll mix it up a bit. We'll see what they decide to do here. And finally, Meister Snickers is thinking Maokai. Maybe we see AD Maokai. Maybe we don't. Who knows? I have wanted to try an AD Maokai in the jungle or solo top position. I've tried it in the bottom. It doesn't work that well, let me tell you. But I think we'll probably see this as a maybe jungle Maokai. Although they do have the Nasus, so it could be a jungle Nasus solo top Maokai. We'll see what they decide to do. Mix it up a bit maybe. But they're thinking about Maokai. They're not quite sure yet. They might lock it in. They might not. Meister Snickers. Are you going to lock it in? Do you want Maokai? Or are you going to wait the last second and switch it up, mix it up, confuse them? And it looks like that Maokai is going to get locked in here. And we will take a look at summoner spells in 50 seconds here. But let's look at the team comps here. I'm going to give you my predictions. I think we'll probably see that Janna Vayne in the bottom lane. With probably Ryze solo top. I mean, it could be Zyra support Janna mid. But I doubt that. Ryze could go mid. J4 solo top, but that doesn't really leave them a solid jungle. I think you'll probably see that J4 in the jungle. And purple team, Maokai and Nasus, they could go either way with that jungle solo top options. Who knows? I know. I'm not going to tell you, though. I'm pretty sure, well, since that Corki's picked, unless Corki goes like AP mid Corki, and they have that Cassiopeia bottom like they did last week, which didn't really work out quite so well. I think you're probably going to see that Corki in the ADC position. And I'll tell you what right now, that is, well, I meant to click that off. That is exactly where Corki's going to be with that flash barrier. And it looks like we'll have Nasus up top with probably some teleport ganks coming in, or at least the lane sustain, so that he gets back in his lane and doesn't miss as much CS when he needs to leave. The Trashman L on Cassiopeia probably going to be in the middle, and it does look like that Maokai is going to be in the jungle with that smite. Will he go AD Maokai? I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing an AD Maokai come out. I think it's kind of silly and kind of fun. But I think you'll probably just see that like AP Maokai as per usual. And then yet another noob on that Nami support in the bottom lane. So it does look like Zyra will be going in the middle, with Janna supporting with that flash exhaust on her Vayne. Vayne's going ADC this time around instead of the solo top Vayne, with that amazing split push ability that a solo top does have. Corki and Vayne fairly similar on their ranges, as far as I can remember. So it'll just be who can get around who and use their abilities better at that point. Corki will have to watch out for the condemn from Vayne, but if Vayne's running with low health, she'll have to watch out for Corki's ult, as that can definitely hurt, as long as Corki can hit them. And we'll have Ryze up top against that Nasus. Ryze will be able to outrange Nasus, but if Nasus can farm up his Q, then Ryze is going to start having some problems, I think. However, Ryze should be able to shut Nasus down with his range, kind of deny him some CS with that Rune Prison. And Zyra in the middle, interesting option. Don't often see that middle Zyra come out, but we might just we'll have to see how it goes this time around, right, guys? I mean, it's an option, and that's what she was designed to do, is be a middle champion. So we'll have to see. Thank you. No worries. I do my best. And J4 obviously jungle. I mean, you can solo top J4, but he's not going to be in the jungle. He'll be in the he's not going to be in the solo top position. I'm out of my head right now. I haven't eaten yet today, and I'm drinking my energy drink. I've still got half a massive bottle of water. Well, quarter about, but it should get me through the game. Shouldn't end up dry mouthing at all during the game. And in a couple seconds here, we're going to have a quick word from our sponsors at Game4Glory.net. And while the game loads, so I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you in a moment. Game4Glory.net. Sign up for a free account now. Just fill in the required information, and within minutes, you'll be on your way to winning money for your favorite games. It's just that easy. Select your favorite games from PC, Xbox, and PS3. Then, once you've selected your game, select the appropriate time slot, region, and rank for your skill level, and get ready to have some fun. Game4Glory hosts free games every week. Once you win a few games, you'll notice that you've accumulated a few calories. Game4Glory also offers a streaming profile, where you can link your Twitch account to your Game4Glory account. Anytime you go live on Twitch, it will show in the Player POVs section of the website. This will help get your name out to the world. You'll also be able to check out previous streams from our Game4Glory shoutcasters. Still have questions? Check out the FAQ section of the website. If you don't find what you're looking for, go ahead and pop a question into the G4G chat. There's always someone online. Game4Glory.net. Experience esports. Alrighty, and we are actually back to the game now. So I'll throw that up and I'll open back the chat so you guys can see it. Apparently I forgot to pause the video though, so hang on a sec here. There we go. Now there won't be music playing. I'm sure you guys don't mind the beat that I've selected, but we got to get into the game now and start taking a look here. Nasus, I'm not sure if he's not connected or he's just not sure what he wants to buy yet. No items, and he's in the summoner's pool. So we might see a pause coming up if he's not connected. I think we're probably going to see a pause. I'm hoping we see a pause because I don't want these guys to go 4v5 here. plenty of wards coming out from the blue team there. Let me line these up as well for you guys so you can have a better idea of who's fighting who. There we go. Alright, those are now lined up. Blue team watching for the invade here. Vayne has left the game and reconnected in the same moment. Nasus is now back, so not too worried about that. Nasus starting out with that shield. Not sure why he's starting out with the Doran's shield against the top lane Ryze. Interesting option for sure. We'll have to see how it plays out for him. I mean, it'll give him some defense, but not magic defense. He might have been better off starting with a null magic mantle. But he did not go that way, so we'll have to see. J4 starting red buff, actually. Interesting option. Usually see J4s in the starting at blue buff, but this one's switching it up a bit, and I don't mind that. I don't mind the switch up.
Joke. What do you mean?
Unless J4 is giving the red buff to Vayne early. Nope, doesn't look like it. J4 is just going to take it for himself, and Maokai starting at blue, as a Maokai should. Is he coming in for a gank already, or is he just skipping the dog? Looks like he's just skipping the dog here and going straight up to rude dudes. Nasus Ryze locked in the middle, not much happening there. Nami putting a little pressure on. Wards coming down from Janna. Good idea, good idea. I like wards. You know what I say, wards win games. So the more wards you have, the better your chances are, in my opinion. Nami throwing her Aqua Prison, whiffing though. I guess it hit a minion, that's not really a whiff, it hit something, but it looks like they actually have a vision ward in that bottom bush down there. Nasus now pushing up. He got Rune Prison though, so he needs to be careful. Maokai looks like he's coming up for a top gank. And Ryze needs to be careful, he hasn't thrown down a ward yet. Maokai just kind of walking over to that bush. Ryze doesn't know he's there yet, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Ryze pushing back. Trying to keep the pressure on. Maokai going for that early gank. Aqua Prison landing on what's her name? Vayne there. Cassiopeia going in on what's her name here? She is burning, but Zyra's going to pick up first blood, and she's just barely survives the ignite. J4 coming in to help out there. I don't think he got the assist, though. Maokai now coming down for a mid gank. I think he's going to try and pick up that kill on Zyra if he could hit one of his minions. Rune Prison. Aqua Prison now going down onto Vayne. She needs to burn her barrier so she can survive that one. Purple team putting the pressure on now. Cassiopeia barely missing that kill in the mid lane there, guys. It was very close. Corki jumping in, not quite able to pick up the kill onto Vayne. Vayne, now they're almost picking up a kill on Janna. Janna flashing out, though, barely surviving that. She did get hit by that ebb and flow, but did not deal enough damage to take her down. Ryze now trying to put a little poke onto Nasus. Nasus farming up his Q, trying to get those last hits, as Nasus should. Farm up his Q, get that Q hitting like a bus. Zyra now taking more poison damage. Those fangs are coming out hard. And you got to watch out for that, because she can just spam her fangs when you're poisoned. And Zyra is 50% here, so she needs to watch herself. And, well, just over 50%. You get the point. J4 now coming down and cleaning up some wards for the blue team. However, the purple team is not there. I think he's just coming to help out a bit. Ryze pushing back on this top lane. No real addition. Maokai now coming in the middle gank. What is Maokai building? He's just got the 100 machete so far. I'm wondering if he's going to go AD. I said it before, and I'll say it a lot until I know exactly what he's going to do here. Nami now dropping a vision ward, cleaning up their vision ward, getting 30 gold. That'll help out her support build for sure. Her/his. Her because Nami's a chick, and his because it's probably a dude playing. Vayne now putting a bit of pressure on that Corki. Aqua Prison lands on Vayne now. She's getting pummeled by that rapid fire. Corki flashing in, trying to pick up the kill. Ebb and Flow bouncing around. Jinoki now taking a beating. He's trying to get out. Corki dealing some damage. Jinoki's going to make it out, though. If only Corki was 6, he could pick up a kill or 2 here, but he is not, so he'll have to watch himself. And by watch himself, I mean Vayne will have to watch himself as he needs to get out now. And he did, so we're fine. Doesn't need to watch himself anymore. It's all good. Janna just holding that tower until Vayne can get back. Cassiopeia putting the pressure on the mid now, cleaning up those minions. Cassiopeia, pretty decent wave clear with that poison. And really good harass if you poison an enemy champion, as I'm sure you guys know. Poison going down on Zyra. She's taking a few ticks of damage. Deer ticks. G4 now coming in the bottom lane. Looks like he's going to try and get a gank on Corki. He does. Knocks up Corki, but Corki jumps out of it. I believe that's called Valkyrie. Cataclysm now going down. Nami's stuck in the bubble. Janna trying to... Vayne tumbling in. Jinoki actually picking up the kill there. Teleport coming in from Nasus. Nasus now trying to chase. But he's still pretty slow. Gets the wither down on Vayne. But Vayne's not going to take a lot of damage there, as she was still fairly far away. Maokai coming in for a gank on bottom as well. Good gank from the J4 there. Help pick up the kill on Nami. Not an ADC kill, but any kill's good early game. Blue team is up 2-0. Vayne now going in on Corki. Corki Valkyrieing out, and he's shooting a lot. Getting condemned into that wall, breaking out his barrier. Is Vayne going to tumble in and dive him? We'll have to see. She does get the shield, and she picks up the kill over Corki. Maokai now still bottom. Vayne needs to leave. There's the tornado from Janna, and Janna looks like she is going to save her buddy there. Nasus has a Sheen so far. Looking at some builds here. Looks like Corki is going to go for that Triforce build. He's already got a Phage. Rune Prison dropping on Nasus. Nasus taking a little bit of damage here. Nasus going back in on Rise, but he's taking too much damage here. He's going to go down, breaking out his ult, flashing out. That's 2 cooldowns for Rise, burnt on Nasus. So Rise is going to have a bit on a bit of an advantage now. That's the word I was looking for, advantage. And he's going to pick up a kill over Nasus underneath that tower. It wasn't too bad for him. And welcome to G4G there, Pandix. I think that's how your name is. I'm going to give you a shout out since you just joined. Rise now, pushing on this tower. Looks like he might... I don't think he's going to quite get it down yet before his minion wave is clear. But he is going to put quite a bit of pressure on it. Janna now, cleaning wards. Good support. Cassiopeia dropping poison everywhere she can. Flashing over, dropping her ult after getting out of Zyra's ult. J4 coming in though. Zyra is burning. She is poisoned. Will she survive? She's going to get that blue buff from Cassiopeia. And she's actually going to pick up a kill. And J4 gank was too strong on that one. J4 now keeping the pressure on that lane. Corki, Nami pushing the bottom lane. Things have slowed down a bit here. Looks like Maokai's got some boots now. Still can't tell what his build's going to be. Will it be AD? Will it be AP? I don't know. Only time will tell. And also the item build. And Nasus now fighting this Rise. Rise is slowed there. He's not going to be able to chase Nasus. Nasus under 50% here. He needs to hide under his tower and try and farm up his Q. Against that range, he's got to be really careful. He can... Especially with that Rune Prison, he can just get locked down, and then we're going to see some trouble for him. Vayne tumbling out of that Aqua Prison there. Maokai now coming in for a gank, stopping Rise. Nasus breaking out his ult. Rise is slowed. There's the Goose Gam. I don't know what that thing's called. It's a little sapling. That's what it is. Called it a Goose Gam. Not sure what that is, but that's what it looked like. And Rise is actually going to pick up a kill over Nasus. Nasus diving under that tower and just not enough health to survive that Rise. Corki putting the pressure on. Trying to deal enough damage. Looks like J4's coming down for a gank as well. Now 6-0 for the blue team. Tornado dropping. breaking out her barrier. Vayne's going to survive that one and tumble around. And it looks like she might pick up a double kill here for herself. In fact, she does, condemning Corki against that wall with her ult and just picking up that kill. Amazing job. It's just a great job and an amazing gank from that J4 as well. Cassiopeia and Maokai now coming down mid. Zyra running down towards her team. And Cassiopeia looks like she's just going to hang out. Maokai trying to cut her off, though. But he is not aware that that is there. And now he's getting locked into J4's ult. And even breaking out his ult, it's not going to be enough. He's actually going to pick up a kill over Zyra. And he's trying to run away. Now Cassiopeia might pick up a kill over J4. And looks like she's going to get it. J4 poison, and the poison takes him down. Cassiopeia picking up a kill for herself there. I'm not sure what she dropped that poison on. Oh, Vayne. Oh, because Vayne's there. I thought they were on the same team. I'm not paying attention to colors here. Now Cassiopeia fighting this Janna. Janna looks like she's by herself, and she kind of was. Cassiopeia did get condemned over that wall, but not enough damage or enough interrupt to stop the Cassiopeia attack. And it looks like Cassiopeia and Nami are going to try and surround Vayne here. And Corki is waiting in the wings as well. And it looks like they're going to pick up a kill over Vayne. Corki taking the tower shots galore, but it won't be enough to kill him. And it looks like bottom tower is going to get pushed fairly hard here. Never mind, they're going to not push it. They're going to back off. Rise now pushing in on this Nasus. Nasus hiding under his tower, trying to farm up his Q some more. As Nasus should. Getting room prisoned. Needs to be careful. J4 now defending bottom lane while he waits for Vayne Janna to come back. Vanna, Jane, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them Jane. I like that. Cassiopeia back in her lane, trying to push it back. Blue team really starting to put pressure on towers. Janna cleaning up wards, like a good support should. And dropping her own wards at that. Wards win games, guys. If you don't have wards and you're clean. J4 now coming in onto Nami. Nami trying to get away. Janna dropping the tornado, just putting the harass down on Nami. Nami did land an aqua prison on J4 there. That might have saved her life, and I think it did. Maokai hanging out. Nami dropping vision wards as well. They're counter-warding each other here, trying to clean these wards up. And I'm thinking they might go for Dragon now. Dragon is up, and someone needs to take it. Corki now going in on this Vayne. Vayne taking quite a beating. And Maokai looks like he's trying to counter jungle. And we still don't know what he's building. We're not sure if he's going to go AP or AD. I didn't look at his stats pre-game. I suppose I could have, or use LOL Scouter to check right now and see what he's built. But we'll let it be a surprise. Maokai now waiting over top there in that bottom lane. J4 coming in as well. Nasa's taking a beating from this Rise. I'm not sure if J4 didn't see Maokai or he just did not care. Oh, they knew he was there. They're telling him be careful. The ult goes down on Cassiopeia there. Cassiopeia flashing out, though, and breaking out her ult. Zyra is poisoned and burning, and she's going to drop there. Mid's going to trade 1 for 1 there. And that's what's going to happen. Rise pushing that tower. He might just get it. At least the minions might. They're not going to, though. But it only has 1 hit left, so if Rise really wants it, I think he can take it anytime he wants. Nasa's teleporting up top to try and save it. While Rise is backing off there. Aqua Prison dropping. Vayne tumbling out. Shield going down on Vayne, giving her that increased AD and some shield damage. Ooh, almost condemning that Corki into the wall. That would have been it for Corki. Tidal Wave drops. Vayne breaks out her ult, though, tumbling right into that Aqua Prison under the tower. And I'm not sure if Vayne will survive that. She is going to hang out in Janna's ult, but she needs to get out of there, tumbling out. And she's going to be all right this time around. Needs to back off now. She's breaking out her potions, healing up. Nami and Corki coming back now. Nami taking quite a bit of damage, but Corki just picking up that kill over Vayne. And Janna's, I think he's going to pick up a kill over Janna as well. Nami bouncing that, bouncing her ebb and flow off of Corki onto Janna, picking up that kill. But Rise teleporting bottom and picking up a double kill for himself. He's not too worried about the top lane now because that is so pushed. G4 now coming into opposing team's jungle purple. So we'll see what he decides to do here. Rise starting in on this tower, and by the tower I mean dragon. G4 and Zyra coming in to help cleaning up those wards. Maokai looking like he's trying to steal it, but he's not going to get it. G4 smiting it away. And now they look like they're grouped up a bit here. In fact, they are grouped up. They don't look like it. I mean, they are. And actually, purple team picking up that top tower before Rise can get theirs. Rise needs to head back top now, where Nasus is just going to stick with that lane and keep pushing it, I think. J4 leaving now after he picks up the rude dudes. Cassiopeia sticking in her lane. And it looks like Corki and Nami are back in their lane. Or as close to it as they can be right now. So that's actually a tower over. Vayne now going in on, tumbling into Corki there. Just barely avoiding the Aqua Prison. I get Rune Prison and Aqua Prison confused. I know she doesn't have a Rune Prison, but it is a prison of some sort. It's a prison of my love. And I can't escape it. Nasus got that Sheen, probably built that into an Iceborne. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what that builds into. And then Corki looks like he's going for that Triforce that Corki's always seemed to build. Maokai Nasus now in that top lane trying to defend that tower. It's only got one hit left. If any of these minions make it through, that'll be that for that tower. Cassiopeia laying a bit of a smackdown on Zyra, and Zyra doing the same to her. But Cassiopeia needs, Zyra needs to be careful actually, she is lower. There's the Cassiopeia ult, and Maokai jumping in as well. Rise coming in to pick up the kill over Cassiopeia. J4 coming in for a bottom gank, giving a kill to the Vayne, which is going to help her out a lot. Corki backing off to the tower. And looks like Vayne and Janna are going to try and push this lane back. Corki needs to be careful, but he might pick up a kill on Janna. Janna actually getting out now, and Vayne getting ahead of Corki. So he's getting condemned into the wall, and that's going to be it for Corki, breaking out his barrier. But Vayne breaks out her barrier as well and gets the Janna shield. J4 now cataclysming into Maokai, and that's going to be a kill for him as well. Or Rise, I suppose, and they're going to pick up a tower off of that. That mid tower, Janna and Vayne now dealing tons of damage to this bottom tower. And they might just pick it up here. In fact, they are going to pick it up for them. And that'll be, that's a one tower advantage now for blue team. They're starting to really get ahead. They're 8 kills ahead. And not a lot of gold, actually. Only about 5k. Nasus really has his lane push, so he's going to pick up the Stoner brothers. Get himself some extra CS. And looks like J4 is going to get himself red buff. Cassiopeia back in her lane, trying to push it back here. Zyra is also back, though. So Vayne's going to go back, let her lane get pushed, I think, so that she has an easier time farming. As she doesn't want to get caught out too far, because she doesn't have a tower to fall back to. She's got that tier 2, but tier 2 is quite a ways away from the middle of the lane. She's going to head back now, throw that poison down. That's one thing Cassiopeia can do. She can farm without even really being there. Vayne picking up Stoner Brothers for herself. This blue tower in the bottom is almost dead, so they need to defend it with their lives. Teleport coming in now from Nasus. And it looks like they're going to go in for a gank, but Corki's not in place for that teleport. I'm not sure if that was misconstrued. There's the ult from Nami. Corki now getting back in the action. Janna breaking out her ult. It looks like Vayne's going to actually pick up a kill on Nasus. She condemned him into that wall. Maokai now fighting under that tower with his ult. Cassiopeia coming in with the poison, but she's going to get locked into the ult from Zyra. Corki picking up a kill, Nami picking up a support kill, teleport coming down from Rise, but the tower goes down, Rise's teleport cannot come through. Zyra's going to pick up a kill over Maokai. Zyra's going to flash in and try and pick up this kill. She's going to pick up a double kill for herself, but she needs to be careful with that, that Corki's still around there. She might just get this kill onto Nami. She is going to pick up the kill on Nami, but she's going to give Corki another kill for himself. My gosh, But Rise now pushing down that top lane since his teleport got canceled. He is going to be able to push that down. J4 pushing down the middle, actually. The mad split push tactics going on. Let me take a sip of energy drink and then a sip of water here. Nasus coming back to his lane here. And that tier 2 tower in the top lane is really going down here. And Rise just able to put more damage on Nasus because of the range, really. J4 now waiting in this bush. Maokai, I think he thinks he's going to get a gank, but he doesn't realize that J4's there, waiting. He's waiting there, but he did be out, so it's fine. Rise is going to get out as well. No problems. What are we looking at? So far, we've got a lot of CDR coming out of this Maokai. Not a lot of AD or AP either way so far. He's got some resist. Maybe he's just going to build tanky. I don't know off the top of my head. We'll have to see what he decides to do. I'm going to take a look at some builds here. Vayne's already got her Bork, and that is a key item on Vayne. If a Vayne gets a Bork, that's a problem. You don't want to have to deal with that. J4 looks like he might be going for a Bork as well. He's got that bilge water. So we might see two twin Borks on this blue team here. Dragon is up, and J4 cleaning out some wards. Blue team is buying more wards, guys. And I'm going to say it again. I've already said it, but wards win games. And if you have more wards than your opponent, you can see them coming, obviously. Nami trying to get this dragon kill, but J4 is going to smite it away from them. Maokai now coming in. Cataclysm going down on Nasus. Zyra getting stuck in Cassiopeia's ult, but Cassiopeia counters that ult. Or gets countered with Zyra dropping her ult on her. Maokai now going down. Janna picking up that kill. Bloodthirsty support here. 22-12 now, and it looks like Vayne's going to keep try and push this lane while Cassiopeia and Zyra leave, and Rise sticking with the split push tactic in the top lane. Cassiopeia and Vayne need to get out, and now Rise seems to be backing off. Not sure why. He could have stuck with that. But Vayne and Janna now, looks like they're going to push down this tower, this bot tower. As they do get that AD stim, which is really good from Janna. Nasus doing a bit of farming, farm up his Q. Vayne going to pick up that ward. Could have given that to her support, but that's alright. That's fine. I understand. Cassiopeia cleaning up the dog. She's got her Abyssal and her Liandry's. Liandry's a key item on her. I mean, sure, it's not like her poison deals enough damage, or enough of a dot as it is, so you might as well add that Liandry's burn to it as well. Plus the magic pen from Abyssal. Spectral Cowl now coming in from Maokai. I'm wondering if that'll build into a Spirit Visage. It might just, it might not. We'll have to see. Corky's got his Triforce already. Looks like he's building up to either an Infedge or that Bloodthirster. He does have his BF Sword and that Rad Scythe. So that could go either way because he does have that pickaxe as well. So we'll have to see what he decides to do. Vayne now got her Last Whisper and that Bork with a bit of extra damage coming out. Looks like she's going to build into a not Infinity Edge, that thing that Phantom Dancer, that's the one. Rod of Ages coming out from Rise. Looks like he's going to build a Heart of Gold, even though that doesn't exist anymore. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say Frozen Heart. Zyra's got her Rabadons and her Athenes, and that'll give her quite the mana sustain and tons of AD. And by AD, I mean AP, of course. Why would she need AD? I think J4 with that Phage, I'm not sure if he meant to actually get a Frozen Mallet, because Phage doesn't build into that anymore. A lot of people still not used to that, and they haven't changed builds yet. So if you're looking, if there's items on your build that you normally buy, and it's recommended, you're going to forget. You're going to forget to do that. J4 now, it looks like they're all going to come in on this gank. J4 pulling himself out of that Aqua Prison, but it still hits him. And it looks like they're getting ready for Baron, actually, with that kill over the support. Not any contestation. Contestation? Is that a word? I don't know. And no one to really contest it here. They're going to pick up Baron, and they might go for the push win here. J4 flashing over that wall. Not sure why he flashed it. Cassiopeia now going. I think he was trying to get that Cassiopeia, but they're going to go for this Nasus. Nasus needs to be careful. Cassiopeia going behind the blue there. Rise going in now on Nasus. Nasus taking a bit of a beating, and Vayne coming in and picking up another kill for herself. Vayne getting really fed. Nami gonna die again. J4 just pulling himself in there, and he does not care. Janna now fighting with this, with her whole team on this Maokai, and there's Corki. It looks like he's trying to just push down the tower solo style. Not backdoor Corki, guys. You got to watch out for that, I suppose. And that's another kill for Vayne here, just knocking that Cassiopeia back. 4v1, not much happening for that Cassiopeia. No team support, but Corki's gone now. He's not going for that backdoor. Maokai now going to get 5v1, and they're just going to pick up this tower, no problem. And it looks like they're going to get this this inhibitor as well. Rise now getting split off from the group. It looks like J4 and Vayne are going to go down for that mid tower. And they might, they're going to get caught out. They're not actually going to get caught out. Everyone's regrouping here for blue team. They're working as a great team. Purple team trying to regroup and get their poop in a group. I'm using the word group a bit here, but that's fine because it's a group game. It's a team game. You work as a team, you work as a group, you win. Unless sometimes you're both working as teams, then it's whoever's working as a better team. And it looks like they're going to go for this tier 2 tower, and that'll clean up the tier 2 towers for purple team. And it looks like blue team's trying to go for a win here. They do have the Baron buff for themselves, which is a big deal, actually. It's going to help them a lot. That tower almost going down, actually. Zyra breaking out her ult now. Vayne picking up another kill, tumbling out, and breaking out a barrier there, picking up a godlike for, what's his name there? Corki picking up a kill over top of, I can't even think of her name right now. So much action. Janna. And then Rise picking up more kills for himself. Nasus and Corki now trying to defend. Rise flashing out, going to save his own butt here. J4, Corki picking up a kill over Vayne, but it's to no avail because Rise is going to pick up another kill for himself. Dragon's up, but I don't think it matters at this point. Bottom tower, last inhibitor tower is going to go down for purple team here. And purple team's going to lose another inhibitor. That's 3 inhibitors down. They're going to have super minions all over their base now. And this might just be GG, ladies and gentlemen. With this Zyra, Rise, J4, they're pushing really hard. J4 cataclysming now onto Corki, and they're going to pick up another tower for themselves. And I think they might just back off here. They do have super minions coming in all 3 lanes. Purple team really needs to defend. Rise picking up another tower. That is the last Nexus tower that they need, and they could just let the minions do all the work here now. Corki picking up a kill over Zyra, but Rise picking up the kill over Corki, and now it looks like Rise might just get a kill on top of his already massive amount of kills, but not this time. It looks like Winions are going to win this, as I did just call them Winions. They really need to do a job cleaning these up, and I don't know that they can get them out fast enough. They're trying their best. Their minions are spawning, and it looks like they're just going to save the Nexus. Janna now coming in. I think she's just going to drop her AD on herself and try and take down that tower. Maybe not, though. And by tower, I mean Nexus. We'll have to see what happens here. Cassiopeia breaking out the home guard for that quick defend. Here come more super minions, though. They do have super minions in all lanes now. They need to really defend this. But can they defend all 3? I know I make mistakes. It's something I do when I start talking fast. And with the action like this, I gotta talk fast. I gotta keep it happening. Keep it exciting. I gotta be hype. And I'm jacked up right now. I've eaten nothing and had an energy drink. I'm wired. Purple team actually doing a great job defending now. They do have a lot of super minions coming in, so they need to be careful. Vayne now, Vayne, Rise, and Janna. If they, I think if they were to just push in, they could get this. But we'll have to see what they decide to do. Maybe they want to pick up more kills before that. Maybe I'm not sure what they want to do here. J4 is in, though, so I think this might just be it. Maokai now coming in on Vayne, but he's going to take a lot of damage coming in. Nas is breaking out his ult and coming in as well. Zyra breaking out her ult, and that Zyra ult with the AP is deals a lot of damage, and it looks like this is going to be GG. And in fact, it is GG. And blue team picking up that kill, 34-15 at 31 minutes, over just over that 1 kill a minute. And there is a Baron timer. I didn't even know that. That's pretty awesome. But they are picking up just over that 1 kill a minute mark there for the blue team. Great job from both teams, but Vayne just started getting fed, and when Vayne gets fed, it's a problem for everybody. And by everybody, I mean the opposing team. Because it's not a problem for your team if your Vayne's getting fed, right? That's it for games today. For me, at least. We might have a shoutcaster tonight. It's Friday, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But there might be a shoutcaster tonight for the North American games. I've been your host, The Judge. Thanks for joining me tonight. Check out GameForGlory.net. They're awesome. Check out my Twitch account. That's The Judge with a 3. And I hope you guys had a great time tonight. I did. And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a great evening.